It's a beautiful sunny Wednesday. I'm actually late today. This is my afternoon drive rather than my morning drive. And, well, it seems like, I don't know, things are kind of turning around a little bit. The Supreme Court's saying no. People are pushing back against some bullshit. And, hey, who knows? Maybe we won't reach the apocalypse after all. I'm cautiously optimistic like I've always been. However, there's just too many things that have the potential to go wrong. And I hope this is a lesson for people, even if, let's just say, we pull back from the brink. Yay! We're still capable of getting there. And I think that's kind of crazy, right? I mean, actually, to be honest with you, I just saw an article about 4-year-olds having to go to court with no lawyer. I don't know in what world. That just seems so ludicrous. Like, how can that actually be? How does the 4-year-old even know to sit fucking still for the judge, whatever questions they're going to ask? That's insane. It's just insane. Like, what kind of actual fuckery is this? There can't be. That can't be true. Can it be true? It can't be true. I mean, I saw it with my own eyes. Looks ridiculous, but anyway, so China's pushing back on the tariffs and Trump's capitulating, which, what did he do? What did he accomplish besides chaos? Nothing. There was nothing accomplished besides chaos. And if you think that's a good thing, that the markets went crazy, chaos was everywhere, you're not looking at the bigger picture. Because some people got rich off of that. Other people lost their ass off of that. And if nothing in the end was actually accomplished, then that was a stupid move. That was a stupid move that just took away trust in our financial system. That took away trust in our ability to prove that Americans are stable. All right, now, it made us look just about as retarded as we are. So anyway, if we do come back from the brink, cool. We'll just have to be more careful in the future. And if we're still headed towards the brink, cool. Looks like there's some suffering ahead. Elon has decided he's leaving his, I keep wanting to say Dodge, but I know it's Doge. So stupid name. His Doge roll to go back and focus on Tesla because profits are down 71 freaking %. Whoops. That's good. I hope they stay down. And, yeah, so, I mean, Elon's out of there. Possibly Hegseth's going to get fired. Ooh, boy. Who would have thought that guy was incompetent and not fit for the role on his second, leak of sharing classified information with his wife and his brother on top of that one. So, maybe it was brother-in-law. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Shouldn't freaking be there, let's just say that much. Boy. Well, here's the other thing, too. All of this paints a pretty good picture of how dumb they are because they don't have the conviction to stay the course and wreck the whole economy like they were planning. And all they did was just wreck their whole chances at the midterms. That's cool. Vote. Vote, everybody. Go and vote. And then once you vote, that's cool. We'll have better position to impeach, to get rid of. This is the problem, though. It's the disillusion, right? We're disillusioned that these entrenched Democrats are not doing anything. We're disillusioned, so they vote in, right? I'm sure there's many people who thought, look, I don't want to vote for Trump, but I also don't want to vote for Kamala. And Kamala reminds me of the franchise politicians. And I feel disenfranchised right now. And Trump represents that choice that means disenfranchise. I don't know how. I got it the first time around. I did. I did when he said drain the swamp and all that bullshit. Totally got it. You can see it. But if you weren't paying attention, he showed you what he was going to do. I've already talked about this. So I don't understand how you can not pay. And now we're in this weird position where it's like we hate both sides. You got idiots everywhere not doing what they say they're going to do. So what are you really trying to... I mean, this is how, like, new parties are formed, right? Because you got this party who just completely falls out of favor by not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's where we are. So when the midterms come around, I actually don't know if I really expect things to change all that much. I'm yawning. Why am I yawning? It's kind of tiring. Tiring listening to myself. Things aren't going to change. They may change. I hope. I have hope, right? I have hope, but we'll see. But again, at least everything isn't, I mean, you know, we survived the Hitler rush. So that's a good thing. Eggs are still expensive. Gas is still expensive. They're still lying. Their wheels are going to fucking fall off pretty soon, one way or another. But, you know, that's still cool. So what else is new? I would say that you should still keep running, man. Keep doing your thing. I mean, I'm not done doomsday prepping, even though I've got, like, my plan A in action, right? I don't have a bunker. I don't have... You know, I got a go bag. I got things prepped. I got some food packed away. I got some water supplies packed away, right? It's not the full apocalyptic safe house preparation, but it's enough that it's like, hey, shit went haywire. And look, that can happen anyway, because, like, you know, say a coronal mass event, right? A little bit of sunshine comes out, gives us a little kiss on the cheek, and communications are down for days. That would be interesting. If we had something like that maybe just it took electronics out for 30 days. Let's just do 30 days. No phones, no internet, no Facebook. That might be a nice way to reset, you know? Phones work, or, you know, maybe an EMP takes them out. I don't know. I'm not sure about the radiation from those things. I suppose if they're on, here's the problem. It's usually like if they're on, they're frying. Then we've got to replace the antennas. Can you fucking imagine having to replace every single antenna? That's billions. I'm sure billions of people right now have cell phones. It's got to be at least 3 billion people have cell phones. That's a lot of fucking cell phones. I'm not even talking about like iPhones or, you know, it's just phones, man. And then if there was something that say, well, okay, so let's do the math on this. Let's spitball it. Solar flare hits the Earth. It's only going to hit, let's say, 1/4 maximum. I mean, it could only affect half, but let's say that it affects 1/10 to 1/4. Okay, cool. It hits the U.S. There's a shit ton of traffic out. South America, I mean, China, any of these countries. If it hit China, a lot of our manufacturing capabilities of the world get knocked out, and that would be a huge one too. America we'd have our network and our infrastructure, but buying things would go the way of COVID. Almost like they were pretty much looking like, with tariffs and everything else on them. So, remember how difficult it was? Webcams and computer prices shot up overnight because people needed them for work. What made me scratch my head during that was like how many people didn't have that like, you don't have a webcam and a laptop? Seriously? It's crazy. It's crazy to think that they didn't, but a lot of people didn't. Then they had to get prepared. Oh, I need one for work. Yeah. I remember when webcams were like $100. They're crazy expensive. There's a run on the market of webcam. You couldn't get your hands on a webcam. If you did, you were lucky. It was a little much. It was a little... COVID did some crazy things. So yeah, keep prepping, because you never know. I mean, that really, honestly, truly could happen. Then you're still going to need to run. You may need to hunt some things. You may need that little cache of, weapons, money, food, whatever. It's possible. That doesn't even include the zombies, So. But there's hope. There's hope. There's optimism. And that's a good thing. Like, it felt for a while there wasn't going to be any optimism or hope. But with the spring comes renewal. I like that. Rebirth. Renovatio, right? And within that, maybe a little bit of a frown upside down type of situation, right? We can make this shit work. We can. Just stay positive, have a good attitude, and we can do it. I'm gonna end on that note. Remember, go for a run, lift some weights, prep yourself, learn some Chinese.